Okay, why books? Well, I was invited to do an installation at the Maryland Hall for the Arts in Annapolis, Maryland. And so that kind of made me start thinking, because up to this point in my career, I had used almost all organic materials: trees, vines, roots, and I was feeling that the next evolution would be the book, because books are made from trees, and books hold so much for us, conveying different ideas. And a lot of people don't know, I went through high school, and it was almost till I was 25 or 26 that I really learned to read books. Oh, I knew how to read some words, but I couldn't string them together. My mind was so easily distracted, I couldn't sit down and read a book from start to finish. So it was in me trying to somehow come to grips with that, or express that in my own way. So after that, I became aware of all the distractions and found a way to focus, and taught myself to read, and oh, how it expanded my world. So back to these books that I made pieces with. So I do the first piece, and I had thousands of books. I went to a library warehouse that had all these books that nobody wanted. So I started building different pieces with all these books. And eventually I got to this orb type vessel, and I had put a lot of vines and stuff in it. And at one of the shows where I was showing that piece, people came to me at that show and said, "Oh, I'm reminded so much of the book burnings in Germany," and I really wasn't coming from that point. So then from there, I just said, okay, I'm going to build a piece to burn, and that's what I did. I built this next larger pot type form with the intentions of setting it on fire on the inside to char everything up. And unfortunately, in my hurriedness to do things, I thought I could control the fire, and I almost lost the piece then, because it got caught on fire, and I didn't have the hoses out, and it just kept imploding. So finally, one day I just said, it's time. I'm going to light this thing on fire and just have a bonfire. So many times in my life I've sat around fires and told stories. There was something about this that was important to me, so I just let this thing burn and took it in. And, stories are important. Stories are how we transfer information and knowledge and wisdom, and lessons, metaphors of things. So don't be afraid to stop and listen to a story. And even though you might not like it at the beginning, just let it be with you, and there's always some nuggets you can pull out of any story. Thanks.